In the region, 70% population have brown eyes. 10 people are randomly selected. Find the probability that at least 8 have brown eyes. Okay, so you either have brown eyes or you don't. Two possibilities. So binomial. So 10 is the n here because you're doing 10 experiments. So, and the probability of success is 0.7. Success is having brown eyes in this case. So let's open StatCrunch. So n is 10, p is 0.7. And the question was at least 8 out of 10 have brown eyes. So at least 8 means greater than or equal to 8. So 0.3828. Okay, 3 decimal places. Is it unusual to select 10 people and find at least 8 of them having brown eyes? So the probability is 0.383, which is like 38.3%. So that's way more than 5%. You know that for unusual, you have to be less than 5%. So this is not unusual because the probability is not small, and small means 5% or less than 5%. What's the formula for the expected number of successes in a binomial experiment, n trials and p successes? So for binomial, the expected value is n times p, so number of trials times probability of success. You just have to know that. Okay, find the mean, variance and standard deviation of binomial distributions. We already said that mean or expected value is n times p. So that would just be 70 times 0.8, which is 56. And let's actually write it down that for binomial, mean or the expected value equals n times p, and the variance equals that's np times 1 minus p. So np times 1 minus p. And the standard deviation will just be the square root of the variance, or the square root of np times 1 minus p. So variance, you know, is np times 1 minus p. So it'll be 70 times 0.8 times 1 minus 0.8. So 70 times 0.8 times 1 minus 0.8. And that will be 11.2. And the standard deviation will be the square root of the variance, or the square root of 11.2. So square root. Okay. Okay, square root is the second function of 11.2. So that's 3.3466. 3.3. A quiz consists of 30 multiple choice questions, each with 5 answers, only one of which is correct if the student guesses. What's the mean and standard deviation? So there are 30 questions, so n is 30. So go here. So n is 30. And again, in a multiple choice questions, if you are guessing and you have 5 answers, your probability of success is 1 out of 5. So basically, and you can convert that into decimal also, equals 0.2. So the mean will be n times p, so 30 times 0.2. That'd be 6. So mean is 6, and then they want the standard deviation. So standard deviation will be the square root of the variance, and we know that the variance is np1 minus p. So standard deviation, so variance is np1 minus p. So 30 times 0.2 times 1 minus 0.2. So that will be 600.8, 4.8. So that's 4.8. And then you take the square root of that to get standard deviation. The square root of 4.8 is 2.19. So mean is 6 and standard deviation is 2.19.